Most first-time visitors don't ruin their Bangkok trip in the city. They ruin it in the first 60 minutes at the airport without realizing it. Not because they did something stupid, but because they made normal decisions that quietly stacked against them. Let's fix that, starting now. 1. Arrival reality. Check Bangkok Airport isn't confusing. It's overstimulating. Bright lights stretch across enormous halls that feel larger than they should. Long corridors seem to multiply after a long-haul flight. Screens flash arrivals, connections, gate changes, promotional videos. Announcements echo in different languages. None of them meant for you, yet all demanding attention. People move with confidence. Drivers hold signs high. Airport staff gesture with practiced speed. Tour groups cluster and then dissolve. Everyone looks like they already knows where they're going. When you're tired, jet-lagged, slightly dehydrated, and mentally saturated, your brain doesn't slow down. It shortcuts. This is not about immigration lines or baggage claim logistics. It's about cognitive overload. Bangkok Airport pushes decisions at you faster than your nervous system can process them. And the danger isn't making the wrong choice, it's making too many choices too quickly. That first hour quietly decides how calm or reactive you'll be, whether you feel capable or overwhelmed, whether the city feels exciting or exhausting. Your body learns how to experience Bangkok before you ever leave the terminal. 2. The first fork in the road. Money. The first real decision hits before you step outside. Cash. Not how much, but where, when, and why. Most first-time visitors want closure. They want to tick a box and feel prepared. So they withdraw cash immediately because the first amount suddenly feels small. Nothing dramatic happens, no alarms go off, no obvious mistake is made, but stress quietly inflates spending. ATM fees blend into the background. Exchange rate differences look minor on printed boards. Yet each decision is made under pressure, not clarity. What's really happening is emotional insurance. Cash feels like safety, and in unfamiliar places, people overinsure. Bangkok doesn't require that. The city runs on layers: cash, cards, apps, counters, small payments, big payments. You don't need to solve all of that in 1 hour. Withdraw enough for transport, food, and a buffer. That's it. Bangkok quietly rewards people who delay certainty. It charges people who try to lock everything in too early. 3. SIM cards and signal panic. Your phone becomes the next pressure point. Low battery, no signal, notifications frozen in time. That's when anxiety pretends to be efficiency. Bright counters promise unlimited everything. Fast activation, tourist specials, confidence wrapped in laminated signs. So you commit quickly. But the first hour isn't about speed or volume, it's about stability. You don't need maximum data yet. You need reliable signal, maps that load instantly. Ride apps don't forgive weak connections. Neither do hotel check-ins or navigation in unfamiliar districts. Buying immediately often means buying blindly. You don't yet know where you'll spend time, how often you'll be indoors, how much you'll rely on Wi-Fi versus mobile data. The smarter move isn't refusing, it's pausing. When your phone works smoothly, your stress drops instantly. When it doesn't, every small task becomes heavier. 5 minutes of patience here saves hours of friction later. 4. Baggage and body clock. Here's what most guides don't say clearly. Your body clock lies to you at Bangkok Airport. You'll think you're fine. You'll feel alert. You'll tell yourself you can power through. That's adrenaline. Your nervous system is flooded with stimulation, novelty, and decision-making. Fatigue hides behind momentum. The mistake is treating the first hour like a test of endurance. Walking faster doesn't help. Pushing through lines doesn't save energy. Arguing, negotiating, or rushing only burns reserves you don't realize are limited. You are not late. Nothing important is slipping away. Move deliberately, sit when you can. Let your body catch up to where you are. Bangkok punishes rushed arrivals quietly, not with chaos, but with accumulated exhaustion that shows up later. This is usually why. 5. Transport, the most expensive mistake. This is the decision that shapes your next 2 days more than any other. How do I get to my hotel? Most people frame it wrong. They ask what's fastest, what's easiest, what ends the airport experience immediately. The better question is this: what transition gives me the least resistance? On my first arrival, I didn't ask that. I chose what looked logical. The distance seemed short. The route looked direct. A car felt comfortable. Traffic erased all of that. The city slowed to a standstill while my energy leaked away. I wasn't angry. I wasn't scammed. Nothing went wrong. But I arrived empty. That emptiness followed me. I felt behind before I ever started. Every small task felt like effort. Bangkok traffic isn't predictable if you don't understand its rhythm. Time of day matters more than distance. Drop-off points matter more than price. Transitions matter more than speed. When transport aligns with your energy, Bangkok feels cooperative. When it doesn't, the city feels demanding. That single choice doesn't ruin trips. Everything else requires correction. Quick note: I keep a personal money and scam checklist that I use myself every time I'm in Bangkok. It's based on mistakes I made early on and things I still double-check today. I don't put it in public videos, but I've shared it privately for members. 6. Hotel drop-off. Reality arrival timing rarely gets the attention it deserves. Too early and you're suspended. Bags beside you, room unavailable. Energy draining in a lobby that isn't yours yet. Too late and you're rushed. Food options narrow, decisions pile up. Silence becomes harder to find. The ideal arrival doesn't feel exciting, it feels smooth. You check in without negotiation. Food is nearby and uncomplicated. Your room becomes a boundary between you and stimulation. The first hour after hotel arrival should offer relief, not opportunity. Silence matters. Privacy matters. Space matters. When that happens, Bangkok softens immediately. 7. The temptation to start doing things. This is where many first-time visitors quietly sabotage themselves. They feel guilty resting. They feel pressure to maximize time. They mistake movement for progress. I'll just walk around. I'll explore a little. I'll see what's nearby. The city will still be there. Your first victory isn't seeing something. It's stabilizing yourself. Food that doesn't require decisions, a shower that resets your senses, sleep that recalibrates your body clock. Bangkok rewards rested curiosity. It punishes forced enthusiasm. When you meet the city with energy instead of exhaustion, everything feels lighter. The same streets feel different. The same sounds feel manageable. The same crowds feel alive instead of oppressive. 8. What smart arrivals do differently. People who fall in love with Bangkok almost always share the same arrival pattern. They treat the first hour as insulation, not a beginning, not a test, not a race. They don't try to conquer the city immediately. They let it approach them slowly. They accept that arrival is adjustment, not achievement. When the first hour is calm, the first day flows. When the first day flows, confidence builds fast. And when confidence builds, Bangkok becomes intuitive instead of intimidating. The city itself doesn't change. Your relationship to it does. 9. The psychology of exiting the terminal. The moment you walk through the final doors feels symbolic. Heat hits you. Humidity wraps around your body. The soundscape changes instantly. This is where many people tense up without noticing. They brace themselves. They expect chaos. They prepare to defend decisions. That mindset creates friction. Bangkok doesn't need resistance. It needs receptiveness. When you exit calmly, observe before acting, and let the environment settle, the city feels far less aggressive than people expect. Nothing is demanding your attention immediately. Nothing is urgent. 10. The first hour as a foundation. The first hour doesn't impress you, it prepares you. It sets your baseline for patience, your tolerance for noise, your willingness to adapt. If that baseline is rushed, every inconvenience feels personal. If it's calm, problems stay small. Bangkok amplifies whatever you bring into it. Bring urgency, and it feels chaotic. Bring awareness, and it feels generous. The airport is where that tone is set. By the time you leave the terminal, the most important work should already be done. Not outside, but internally. Because once that foundation is stable, the city stops feeling overwhelming and starts feeling alive. Bangkok doesn't reward force, it rewards flow. And the people who understand that from the airport onward don't just enjoy the trip more, they understand the city faster.